Welcome back everybody. So only a short one today. I meant to get up this morning and go out and get my miles in, but our young un had a dance show up in Worksop, Carlton way. So we've been up there this morning, like supporting her in a little dance school, a little fair on, been quite good. Nice cheeseburger anyway. I did start Strava when I got there to try and log up a couple of, like a bit of distance, because we were walking about all morning. I thought I'll start Strava and log it. Anyway, like an idiot, I went and got in the car and started driving home. I think I'd done about eighth a mile, and then plus the drive it was like a mile and a half. So I've binned off that one. I'm not even going to log it, so that's like a bit extra I've done, because it won't be fair, because it actually knows when you've been in car or not. And unfortunately today it didn't. It still thought I was walking, so I'm not even going to log that one. Anyway, it is 20 to 2 in the afternoon, and instead of not doing it, I thought I'd just come for a stroll around the village anyway and just clock up a couple, just a short one for you. But first, let me show you one of my most recent purchases. Absolute genius. You're going to love it. Look at these trainers I've got on, right? And a guy can only fit in Nikes, right? Look at colour on them. Left one, and right one. So the right one is a bit more faded than left. It won't be in a bit, because I'm going to go back and I've got some suede treatment for them, and it fix them straight away. But they were trainers, see it? They were ex-display in a shop window. Should have been $54.99. I got them on eBay for like 20 quid. I was like, there's no way I'm letting them go for that price. So yeah, I thought I'll buy them. Quite hard getting trainers my size 13 and 1/8. And for what I'm going to be using them for, I thought I'll have them to carry on the rest of challenging. But yeah, absolute bargains. I think it was like 26 quid all in with postage. So yeah, if you're after some trainers, get on the old X displays. It's faded because that one was on the box in the window. So when they have them in window on display, that's where the sun had been shining through, and it's just faded a little bit. But yeah, absolute legend. I thought I'll have them, and I thought for that price I bet they won't even turn up. And yeah, they've turned up, got them. Anyway, I'm going to get off down here. I'm not going to have it tops today on back area because it's going to be muddy and horrible. We had loads of rain yesterday, and I want to take it really steady. One, because I've still got a bit of pain in my feet, but new trainers on. I don't want to be having a bedding in session with poorly feet, because that's just awful. So I'm just going to have a nice steady stroll around the village, just clock up a little bit, and then tomorrow I'm going to go out and power on with some more. Also, massive well done to everyone that's taking part. I think Lucy, can't remember your surname, Lucy in group, but she's like smashed out a load of miles. I think she's had to fall out quite early because duty calls. So Lucy, whatever you're up to, hope you stay safe, pal. And yeah, there's still rest at time in month for her to come back. I think she's near enough finished, completed it. So Lucy, if you see this, like, well done. Them sort of figures that we all look at and think, yeah, I want to start and push a bit harder tomorrow, or I want to get back out again today and do some more. Like, massive numbers. And also, thanks for all messages of support, or comments and replies I get. It's a bit crazy really that something like this is going as strong as what it has been. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday about fundraising. Now, I'll always admit, I'll always hold my hands up where I can, but years ago I was actually posted with my battalion, just a few honours. We were doing a bit of recruiting years ago, and there were a Help for Heroes thing going off. We had a couple of Help for Heroes buckets laying about, and it was just like raising a bit of money while we were out on the street. And what happened were, when we got to end of day, one of the chaps that were looking after us from recruiting side of things, he weren't actually from our battalion, he was from somewhere else. He were like telling everyone to pocket up money. I said, well, I'm not doing that. And I thought he were like testing us. Anyway, a couple of lads that were with had already done it before. They just shoved up money in the pocket. And he tried handing me like 20 quid. I'm like, no, I'm alright. And I promise you now, this guy full on like threatened me. He said he'd fill me in if I didn't take this money. And I thought, it's being a bit too serious for it to be a joke now. And I refused to take this money. I'm like, no, because people have just come up to us and put money in this bucket, saying how proud of us they are. I'm not taking, no, I'm not. Doesn't it get sent off to charity? And he was like, you're taking it? I'll tell you something, how you're taking it? Otherwise I'll get you filled in. I didn't take it, didn't have it. A few times it happened, and a lot more times it happened previous to that as well. So I've always been a bit anti-charity, but not for all sort of wrong reasons. Simply because there's a lot of people out there making loads of money for charity and it never actually gets to the charity. So I just think it's a bit shit. Sorry for swearing. I did send an email off years ago to Help for Heroes and just raise my concerns, and back then I just got shot down a little bit. And it were like, in their own words, it were like they knew about it. And any donation they could get at the time were a bonus. So I was just like, well, I stepped away from it. I was like, I'm not going to carry on doing this, I had a chat with somebody. I didn't go out posted no more doing it. Didn't feel right. Anyway, I was talking to somebody yesterday. After all research and everything, and you've got to do your research first. After all researching everything about Help for Heroes, all access they've now got, all permissions they no longer need anymore, what kind of work they're doing an amazing job. No one's paying me to say it. I'm not putting all this legwork in every day and raising awareness and money for charity. There's no benefit to me apart from fitness, where I need to start and think that makes anybody think that, oh, I bet they're paying him to say that. Nah. Help for Heroes has always been a really supportive charity. But in recent years, that charity is more like a family movement now, doing incredible things. Got some even more incredible things lined up. Really, really great foundation to be a part of. So, yeah, I didn't used to like baked beans when I was a kid. And now I have them every day, so some things just over time, some things just get good. So just wanted to clear that one up. Anyway, I'm back here messing up a bit of distance this morning. I couldn't do any filming at this thing where we've been because our kid were dancing, but there were like loads of others as well. So whatever I've missed out on this morning distance wise when I was at this fair, it's not like I could have recorded it anyway, so I'm not overly bothered. So just sticking to the village. I'm going to go up here, make a left, and then go make a right at the time. Just stick to a few generals and just do a lap. See where we end up, but I'm in the jeans and trainers today, so it's not exactly comfortable gear to be in. Well, I've done it purposely, just so I don't overdo it. So if I get to the point where I'm not feeling comfortable or just getting a bit hot and want to get home, I can just turn around and head off back. Anyway, I'm going to go up here, up this street here, which I think is called Duke Street, up to the top and then have a slow drop down. So just onto Duke Street now. The jitty right at the top of here, zigzag through that onto the road at the top of there, and just make a left and make way back down. And just up through here. See, now I know all these little generals are about in the village, I can widen my radius now when I'm looking for a bit of distance locally. So if you're in your village and you don't know much about it, get out for a walk and you might just find a few of these little cut throughs everywhere, and it brings you out up here. Oh god. Yeah, I really wish I'd got up this morning and done a few now, because all day I've just felt rubbish, like I've not done out. We'll walk down here and just back up again, just for the sake of going a bit of distance. Get this Lupo here out. I had a SSAFA Rosa for my first car, so absolutely love these little things. Don't see them much anymore. Nice little car. Look at this thing here, look. Old Rover. Don't make them like that anymore. Right, I'm just going to stick to this path, walk away around cul-de-sac and back up this way. I know I'm going to look stupid, but you know, if anyone knew the reason why I'm doing it, then probably won't look stupid, would I? So that's that cut through that takes you down towards Adthorpe, and instead I'm just going to go back on myself and just go right outside. Might sound mad, but it's like 0.3 or a mile. Instead of just turning left, coming right and walking around this cul-de-sac, it's about 0.3 or a mile it chucks on, so every little helps. And then we're going to come off No Ball Games Road, go up here, which is called Mill Walk, and walk up here and then through that way. It's nice up here, we've got to be careful because there were bloody dog crap everywhere when I come up the other week. Right, another Mill Walk. I'm going to go this way and make a left at the end, up that way. Right, and now here, just come off Arthur Short Close. I'm going to walk around here up to the top, and it should drop me back down. I can't remember the name of the road, but down towards, I can't remember the name of the road either, but I'll take you with me anyway. So if you turn left here, it takes us down to where Butcher's is, where I took you the other week, or other day when I come back from Worksop Town, walk past. This actually takes you straight up, so a little bit more to add on. That's it. Now back at the top at Village. That's where we've just come up from down there. I'm going to drop down this way, make a right, swing a left, and then, can't see our ass from here, but it's over there somewhere on that hill. Oh, red light. Feet, I don't think they've ever been in such a comfier place in their entire life, so doing really well with trainer choice. I'll tell you something, I'm not tight by any means, but someone shows me a pair of trainers for 26 quid brand new, and one's been left in the sun too. Honestly, brand new, brand spanking new. When I'm doing something like this, I'm gonna snatch them. See, mine are good, what I've had, they're really lightweight, but I don't know, they get to know your feet after a while, don't they? And then I've started doing loads of walking in them, which I ain't done before, and it's like your feet have to really get to know your trainers all over again. It sounds daft, but it is right if you think about it, because me just cutting about in trainers all the time and like working on bikes and cars and what have you, nipping out to the shop, compared to me doing like 100 mile in them, it's a different shape of foot after a while when you've been walking a while. So I know it makes sense anyway. I know some of you might probably might disagree, but you know, there's someone out there that might have designated running trainers, and that's why. But so far these are doing all right. It's not like I'm going to be running miles in them, I'm only going to be walking. So I thought if I chuck them on now and get them start shaping out to shape my feet, then I should be all right. Right, there we are. I'm going to cross over here and keep to the right hand side and just head down this way now. Right, just going past Old Hall Lane and High Street. I think this might be called High Street down here. See, that's called Scotland Street, and I thought that were known as Portland Street. I keep getting all my streets mixed up. Head off down this way anyway, and all the way to end, turn right up that small incline that I normally show you at the end of my walks, and then take a left, back home. See if we can find 2 mile at the end of this. I'm not going to do any sit reps until we get to end. And if we're a bit short, then I can just carry on and then back on myself until we find 2 mile. But it'd be nice to be able to just show you how quickly and easy you can find 2 mile. That's why. Changes to Portland Street halfway down. So now this is Portland Street. So we've just come down from up there. And this is Portland Street for the rest of the way down now. Right, how interesting. So Portland Street is actually all the way up there, look. And down that way. So if I go over here, I'll show you how what that is. Look, so Portland Street is this road here, and then down here, that's Portland Street. That, which looks like it's all one road, Scotland Street. Oh, it ends there, look. Oh yeah, Portland Street sign over there, look. How weird's that? It's probably not weird if you know what you're talking about. It's just never seen that before. Oh, so far up feet though. No aches, no pains, no rubbing. Don't feel like there's any blisters out anywhere. Big toe on that foot, on my left foot. Seems to be a bit of a problem, but I think when I've hurry up and get this over and done with, I'll be alright. But how faded it is, that other shoe. That's funny, that. I've got a suede brush at home that I use for, I wear Timberland boots, and I've got a suede cleaning kit, and when they start going faded and a bit, when suede starts to get a bit like flat, you can help brush it back up again, so, and it helps bring colour back, so I'll be able to fix it, no problem. Oh my god, dinosaurs. Right, that's a one-way street. Oh, that's Portland Street again. What is going on? So that's Portland Street. Portland Street stops there. Then it's Scotland Street. And then Portland Street. Oh no, sorry, Portland Street. Right, so Portland Street comes up here, down, and then left. So maybe this road here we'll put in afterwards. How weird. No idea what I'm talking about. Nice little village though we live in around here, Whitwell. Quite safe in telling you guys that. No psychopaths going to be out trying to come and egg me house or do horrible shit. Just be warned, if you do, I get some sort of excitement out of people trying to stalk me. And yeah, me and you will be Harlem shaking on my front lawn if you do. But as you go up here, look, you can left turn down there, which takes you down towards Worksop and middle of Whitwell. Turn right, and then it's an immediate left where I'm going. So we'll stick to that and see where we're at when we get there. Right, crossing over here. Actually, Southfield Lane I go down. So Southfield Lane down to the bottom of here, and then when I get to where I set off from, I'll check distance and see where we're at. Right, so sit rep 2.15 miles at, I think it was 55 minutes. So nice and easy, nice and short, just goes to show what you can do in an hour. And I've only circled my village, not even the full outskirts of what I could do. Just gone up to as far as what I can, that it's easy, and just gone for a nice little stroll. Jeans, trainers, hoodie, bag on my back. You know, not a difficult one at all today. One thing I will say is, I know a lot of people are struggling with challenge, and you know, you get your heart set on it early on, and if it's not something you've done for a while, or it's not something that you're used to, don't just tell your brain that you're going to go straight out there and knock out 150 miles, because I'll tell you something now, it ain't that easy. And you know, even some of the fittest people around us can struggle with a challenge like this. Me, for example, I might be ex-army, but I've had more experience on SSAFA in the last 14 years than I have in army prior to that. So getting out there and me doing this, it's quite difficult. I've got a damaged spine as well from an accident I had last year. So yeah, it's just one of them. You have to just kind of know your limits, take it steady. And when you start feeling like it's not fun anymore, that's when you should stop and have a rest and just sort of regroup in your head what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to achieve completing this thing or doing your very best, you're not going to be able to do it if you've got injuries or you're suffering. So just know your limits. But yeah, it's results from today anyway. Like I say, only a short one. I'm not even going to entertain putting the distance on that I got this morning, because like an idiot I got in the car and started driving off. So I don't want to contaminate my results with a bit of a false reading, so I'll leave that one out. If at any point anyone's thinking, nah, I'm just going to stop, I'll do it again next year, can't do it, I'll try again next year, and you're worried about saying it, just say it. Yeah, we're all a big family here in this group, and I don't know any of you, and already I can see how supportive loads of admin are being, all admin and everybody else that's taking part. So if it's not for you, well, it's not that it's not for you. If for any reason you can't complete it or you're struggling, just let us know, like put it out there, because you never know when someone else might be struggling but they're forcing themselves to do it, It could make things worse. So ideally, let's get this thing tackled and get it smashed. But if you're struggling, take your time. Don't push yourself too much. From where I am now, back home, it's actually about another 0.04 a mile. So I always add the figure on at the end. So the figure you've just seen on screen then, it's not always what I finish on. So I do walk back to my house now and I'll add that on. But I'll put the overall what's left on the screen now. I think it should take me about 75% through. I'm not sure, I can't remember where I am without looking. But already a massive chunk out of the way. And now it's just a few like walks into town and back, really easy. Yeah, carry on with support. You're all doing amazing. Carry on pushing each other. Carry on, like, you know, like some people have been saying that they've been struggling and they're struggling to find even a mile. Someone posted yesterday, you know, they've not found time to start yet. Yeah, just applying for this and being a name amongst some statistics for a great cause is huge. Like, and I can't stress that enough. It's massive. If you do the challenge, it's a bonus. If you complete it, that's wicked. But just know that even without doing it, you're all doing amazing just by wanting to take part. So don't ever think that you're a failure in this game, because as soon as you sign up and as soon as you as soon as you show the interest into doing this, that's when we know that you're hardcore. Right, well, I'm gonna get off back home now. Go and chill out. Well, not even broke a sweat, so not going to stress it too much. But yeah, thanks for watching. Only a short one, like I say, and I will see you tomorrow on the next one. A nice long one. We're going to work. We're going to Worksop Town and back, I think. Yeah, we're going to have a nice walk into town tomorrow.